Most creators only do two things with their skills. Either they never make money from it or they stay at the corporate job forever, which is nothing wrong with that path, or they try to sell a course or just random consulting. And I'm here to tell you that there's a much better solution to this and a way you can absolutely change your life leveraging the skills you've built. So the skill traps are kind of how I describe what most creators fall into. Number one is this idea that you have to have a bunch of digital products or sell courses and stuff, and that is the only way to monetize your skill set. And it does make sense why founders get caught up in that, right? I'm not sitting here saying that I don't get it. I do understand the process, even the thought process behind it. Becoming a freelancer is the next logical step after you learn how to do graphic design. It makes sense, but that's not the only path you can take. The other one is probably the most toxic, and that's selling a course. And I don't think courses are inherently bad, but I think now the overall perception of courses is the problem. So if I have skills in whatever it is, the last way I'm going to try to sell those skills and bring value to the world is selling it through a course. It's just not the best way. A cohort is better, services are better, actually working with people and having a product, so much better. There's so many other options. What's happening now is a shift. Something that AI is doing is commoditizing a lot of that stuff. Like I remember when people could put together the little ebooks, the PDFs and stuff, and you would go on Canva or a bunch of other little tools and you would put something together and that could help you build your mailing list by 1,000 people. Those days are gone. Anybody that wants to build something like that, that has the desire to find a solution, they can easily go to Claude or Gemini, any of these platforms, and get that done within seconds. I do it all the time when I'm building stuff for my own brand. So everything is a commodity now. So you got to find a way to stand out. So there are really three things that are going to help you in this phase. Number one is judgment, knowing the right problems to solve, knowing that this is a problem that's worth putting your energy, time, and effort into because enough people face this problem. The people who face this problem have the money to pay you and they want to pay you for a solution. And then context, that's number two, because you got to have industry knowledge and expertise. This is something you can build, I will say that. But you have to acknowledge that I don't have all this information, all the data, all the insight that I want just yet. And then be willing to put in the work to get that. That's going to be a major separator for you. And then trust. Trust is something you can only build over time, right? Like don't expect to build trust from day one. And the only way you build trust from day one is if you have a lot of proof. Right? If a teacher quits their job today and comes online and says, I'm going to be a teacher, I'm going to teach you how to do all these things, go and buy my book that I wrote, buy these materials, all of that stuff, they have leverage because they've been a teacher. They went to school for it. They probably taught for years before becoming an online teacher, right? You see the separation there? So you have to build that trust. So then the question becomes, how do you find a problem worth solving where you can build a brand, you can build a product, you can build a service? How do you find that problem? That's like the hardest part of finding an actual issue that people have that they're willing to pay for it to be solved. I'll give you the process that has worked for me. The first thing is understanding my personal frustrations, things that I don't like, things that take too much time for me to do, all of that stuff. That's where I start, number one. Number two, I just think you should talk to people. Literally go and talk to people. Before I built Next Round, before I built anything for that brand, I talked to a lot of the founders. I knew I wanted to work in startups and work with startups and work with investors and stuff. And I knew if I talk to enough founders, I'm going to learn exactly what their problems are. If I talk to enough investors, I'll learn what their problems are. Because the unique thing about talking to people is when you put the value on them in terms of I'm trying to understand what your issue is, it's a whole different conversation. See, most people struggle with this because they go into every conversation thinking, what can I get out of it? How can I win? When you approach it like I'm trying to help you, people are more than willing to answer your questions. They're more than willing to help you out and everything you need, they will give you if you're focused on helping them. Another thing that matters is the validation. If I just talk to one founder or five founders, or even 10, and they all told me the same thing, it'll be like, okay, that sounds great. The validation comes in when people are willing to take that wallet out of their pocket, meaning they're willing to pay you. This is something I talk to founders about all the time. If you cannot get people to actually take that card out and pay you, it's not validated. It's useless. They have to be willing to pay you. The wait lists are good. The Email subscribers are great, all of that stuff. It's great. But what separates all of it when it gets real is when they start to pay you. After you get that first payment, then you know you got something. Until then, it's all smoke and mirrors. Now you know how to find a problem worth solving. Like, this is the most important part of this entire series. Yes, this will be a series. You got to understand what problem you're solving, who you're solving it for. If you don't choose that part correctly in the beginning, everything else is a waste of time. Because next, we're going to talk about how to build your product, how to get customers, all of that good stuff. But if you don't have a good problem to start, don't go past this video. Really sit and think. And if you can't think of something off the top of your head, there's nothing wrong with that. Then I want to tell you, go and talk to people. Get outside, get in a different environment, go to events, go to your local library, get around people who are the people you want to work with and ask them what their problems are. Go and talk to as many people as you can in the next week. And then you'll be able to see exactly what people are struggling with, what it is they want, what they desire, what they care about, all of those different things. That is going to come when you go and talk to people. I promise you. You might think, oh man, it's too hard. It takes too much time. That's the gap between being the person that can only make money from their content, like AdSense or Twitter payouts or views on Instagram, and the person that has a legit product and they can make money while they're sleeping. That's the difference. So I'll see you next time.